Hey, afternoon, folks. It's about 4:35, and it's April 26th. I just want to give you a quick tour of a couple things we're going to be needing to do. So we're going to be spending time in the Machine Learning Studio. And actually, the way I got to the Machine Learning Studio is I just put in ml.azure.com. That's just a redirect to all the different assets. There's basically three different ways I can interact with machine learning. I can do it with Python notebooks and Jupyter notebooks and kind of the usual Python stuff I've done before. I can use automated ML, and that's if I really don't know very much about machine learning, but I just know I have a data set. I can use that. And then finally, I can use Designer, which I got to say, I just think totally rocks, and that is a drag and drop interface for machine learning. So that's going to be probably where we spend most of the time in our conversation, but I just want to do a couple things here. So the first thing I want to do is I just want to create a compute instance, okay? And it's already selected one for me. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Now, this is in fact a VM that costs money. So turn off, right? So VM for demo 1. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create that virtual machine, and that's going to be something that is going to just be running until, by the way, I tell it not to. So I do want to make sure that you pay attention to that, because that is a cost that you'll have if you haven't paid attention to that. So we're going to create Machine Learning Studio. Now, by the way, if you entered from Azure, so portal.azure.com, you might have ended up without having a machine learning workspace. So I'm just going to go to machine learning. I'm going to add a new workspace. As you can see, I've been doing some demos for other folks. And I'm just going to call this, I'm probably going to create this under GPT-2, which is where I'm spending a bunch of time right now. And I'm just going to call this demo 3. And I could, by the way, add a container registry if I had one. Not a bad idea to do for some of the work we'll do later. So I might just create a container registry now, and I'm going to call that demo 3. Okay. Maybe RO wrap. There we go. And do I want standard, basic, or premium? I'm going to go with standard and go ahead and save that. So now I'm provisioning a place where all of my users can work together in one place with all of their machine learning assets. So I'm going to go ahead and create that. And as we create that, by the way, if you haven't seen creation happen before, I can go and watch the deployment in progress, which is kind of cool. So I can watch the deployment details. And as I refresh, I'll notice I'm actually seeing things occur. So I'm creating a storage account, a key vault, a container registry, some of the insights components, and yeah, it's kind of cool. This has just been done in real time. Still doing the deployment, and this, by the way, is that sort of holding space, or that machine learning space where all of my experiments can live. It's where, by the way, I can have all my data, all my users. So whether I am a machine learning expert, data scientist, maybe I'm doing data processing, it doesn't really matter. It's all available to me. And then now that I'm in this place, we have a slightly different user experience than we did in the ML Studio. But if we just launch Studio, we really get back to effectively ml.azure.com. So I hope it helps. We're going to be doing more later, so stay tuned.